started fresh. Boop.
All right, first up is Alani. Alani, come on up here, girlie. All right. Alani is a freshman at Overland. This was her first year with our team, and actually her first year with all of us, pretty much ever. This season, Alani, the best way I could describe her is that she was a sponge. Although she was quiet, I think she was quiet so much of the time because she was so busy soaking in everything around her. She was soaking in the coaching, she was soaking in the friendship, she was soaking in everything that is our team. This season, Alani got more comfortable on beam, doing her back tuck dismounts. She improved on her kips. Her tumbling got so great, she got the opportunity to compete a floor routine a couple of times. And I'm just excited for Alani to keep working during the next year and hope that we see her again on our team next year. Tonight, Alani is getting her varsity letter, her first year varsity letter from Overland, her certificate and her letter, as well as her gymnast and her scrapbook pages. McKenna. Hello. All right. Good job. Thanks. All right. McKenna is a freshman from Gateway. We are so excited to have a gymnast from Gateway on our team again. It's been several years, but she is not the first. This season, McKenna was full of cheer. She brought all the hoorays from the very first day of camp when we said what our power word was. Her power word was hooray, and I think she embraced her word more than any other gymnast this season. All season long, every time you turn around, McKenna was cheering hooray. It was so great to have that on our team. McKenna is a very busy girl. She's got a lot going on in her life, but she made it a priority to be part of the team this season. She had an injury early, and while she was injured and unable to do gymnastics, she put as much energy into helping with any task that I needed as possible, as she did any of her gymnastics. If you didn't get to see McKenna perform on floor, you missed out because she always has the biggest, brightest smile as well as the biggest cheering crew for her. Her handful on vault was amazing this season. She had a positive attitude and was a great teammate all season long. And we're so proud of her as a freshman. She's getting her Gateway first year varsity letter as well as her G for her letter. Hooray! 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 All right. Next up is Libby. Libby was one of our 4 freshmen this year. She goes to Eagle Crest. This season, the word that I wrote down that described Libby to me is that she belonged. As all of these girls do, most of them, because they come to achieve and then they come onto the high school team, but Libby just kind of came in and knew this was her place and these were her people. She was confident from word one. She was always sharing her thoughts, her opinions, ideas, and they were so valuable to our team. As far as her gymnastics goes, Libby got uprises this season, did an amazing hand full, got a front handspring front layout and a front full on floor. She showed up, ready to work. There you go. She showed up ready to work every single day, and she just has a ton of potential. We're so thankful to have her on this team. Tonight she is getting her Eagle Crest first year varsity letter and her E, as well as her gymnast and her scrapbook. Either your mom wants to hang it on the refrigerator.
Oh my gosh. Good golly. There's your gymnast. I'll move it.
All right. Aubrey. Aubrey is our other freshman from Eagle Crest. For Aubrey, when I was writing my notes, the word that I felt like described Aubrey is gamer. When it came to meets, she was ready to compete, and sometimes we would spend the week in practice and I'm like, what is she doing? Or we'd be in warm-ups at the meet and I'm like, Aubrey, you can do this handful, you can do these tumbling passes, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then it was time to compete and she was on fire and she was amazing. Aubrey got her back handspring on beam this season. Her handful was the best on our team. She worked really, really hard to clean up her floor routine and did an awesome job for us at that at state. And she really worked on improving her difficulty as well, and that's one of the things that we've talked about her working on in the off season. She's such a beautiful gymnast with such great amplitude, and I just really want to see her continue to work on that difficulty in the off season. Tonight, Aubrey is getting her varsity E from Eagle Crest and her first year certificate. She also gets her state meet participant certificate, as well as a gymnast and a star for competing at state, and her scrapbook. Josie, bring that no button with you. I'm joking.
I'm not. It's going a lot of places now.
You're gonna carry it and just follow her? No. Yeah. Good job. Josie is our final freshman. And our Overland freshmen, we love having kids, one of our Overland freshmen, we love having kids from Overland on our team. The years that we don't have kids at Overland, it's a little bit weird. So we always like it when we keep getting a fresh batch of Overland kids, so I don't have to explain to the AD why we have a team full of kids and none of them attend Overland. That's happened before. When I was writing down words about gymnasts and I started to write about Josie, the words that came to my mind is on fire. Josie showed up this season as a freshman on fire and ready to go. She was so brave, she was so determined, she really wasn't gonna let anything hold her back. This season, Josie did her soup alone. Sometimes it was crooked and scary. There's some pictures out there. She got her back tucked on beam. She pretty much had her giants coming into this season, but they weren't super consistent and she wasn't super confident in them, and that very quickly became a thing. She also kind of just pulled out a cut catch on bars because we're like, you need more difficulty. You should look at the picture of that on your parents. We have some work to do on that, okay?
I just think she's trying to be a frog.
Yeah.
Like the legs of the frog legs.
That's exactly what it looks like. She got her front and back full on floor, and we are just super excited for her to keep going in the seasons to come. We know that next year is going to be a bit of a challenge. I thought it was going to be a bit of a challenge because her sister wasn't going to be there, but honestly, I think it's going to be more of a challenge that Haley's not there. But either way, the rest of these girls are going to have her back, and she is absolutely going to be just fine without both of those sisters. Tonight, Josie is getting her Overland O. She is getting her first year varsity letter, her state participation certificate. Josie is also being recognized for first team all league on bars, and then she will get her star, her gymnast, and her scrapbook pages.
Oh, I get a full She's a good
Eliza. Eliza is on her first year with our team. but she is a sophomore at Smoky Hill. When I thought about Eliza this season, she luckily came onto our team already knowing some of the girls and being friends with them, knowing them from being at Achieve. And for Eliza, I wrote that she kind of just jumped in and inserted herself into the team, and it was like she had been here all along. Eliza had some aches and pains this season, but she still managed to show up every day with a smile on her face and work hard. She improved her front handsprings on vault. She got her flyaway on bars. She started tumbling with more confidence. And she is continuing to work on her cartwheel on beam. Eliza was always willing to step up and help. She was a great addition to our team, and we were so excited to have her this season and hope that she will continue to work hard and be back next year. Eliza is getting her Smoky Hill letter as well as her first year varsity award and her gymnast pin and her scrapbook paper. Cameron. So for Cameron, the very first thing I wrote down on my sheet about her was fun. I mean, look at this girl. She's got this fancy bracelet, this fun dress, cute shoes, her hair's got things in it. I mean, she's fun. We absolutely love having her on our team. She brings a bright big smile every single day. She is continuing to improve her flyaway, and now us coaches are only having mini mild heart attacks every time she does one and not full-blown heart attacks. Cameron worked relentlessly on her back handspring on beam this season, as well as her lay on floor, and both of those things are coming along so well. Cameron has so much power and so much potential. We're still like trying to figure out how to meld those two together, because sometimes the power just scares her a little. She gets a little out of control, but she is absolutely a joy to have on our team, as are every one of these girls. I feel like such a broken record when I stand up here and talk about them. But Cameron she uniquely brings who she is and what she has, and we love her so much for that. Tonight, Cameron is getting her second year varsity award, as well as her bar and her scrapbook pages.
We'll just color it.
Jordan. Jordan and I have something in common. Ready? We're going to show it to you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Jordan was new to Overland this year, but not new to our team. We are very thankful that she started attending Overland, although at the beginning of the year there was a lot of boys around, and she'd been doing school at home. And I was a little bit worried we were going to lose her to all those boys, but she finally got it in check, and I think started leaving them alone and stopped telling me about it. I don't know. Jordan battled some aches and pains this season, but she has an amazing handful. She has a gorgeous front handspring front layout that she continues to build confidence in, as well as being a beautiful performer on beam and floor. Every time Megan takes a picture of her, she looks unbelievable in every picture. Her performance, her form is so gorgeous. Her switch leg loop on beam is absolutely beautiful. And along with Heather's gag gift for her, Jordan really does have some big goals, and she is absolutely more than capable of them. And I'm so excited for her to get in the gym and continue to work those and shine like she always does. Tonight, Jordan is getting her second year varsity letter from Overland, because you got one from Overland last year, right? Okay. As well as her bar and her scrapbook pages. Limp on up here, Lorena. Yeah, don't go over there by the cord, okay? Just take this path. It's better. Lorena got injured the night before she went to Spain. And I manifested that. She walked into the gym that night and I'm like, oh my God, don't let that girl get hurt. She is going to Spain tomorrow. She rolled her ankle and broke it on vault that night. Next time you're going on vacation, I don't want to know. Lorena brightened every day in the gym. Every single day that she walked in the gym, she came in and said, "Hi, Lisa." There wasn't a day that she walked in that immediately she did not find my face and say hi. I think she did that for all of the coaches. She does that for all of her teammates. She's just the kind of girl that brightens your day. I wrote down injuries. We're done talking about that. Lorena increased her difficulty and her confidence a ton from last season. I think, sometimes coming in as a freshman, you just don't really know what you're getting yourself into. And she came and learned last season, and she was kind of like, you know what, I can do this. I'm going to step up, I'm going to work hard, and she has absolutely done that the last year. She got her handful on vault. She was consistent on beam. She swings big, beautiful bars, and she is one of the best friends to everyone on this team and the most welcoming person. Again, I could say this about Lorena, I could say this about every kid on the team, but when I say, hey ladies, I need something, and I don't even have to tell them what it is, Lorena's like, I got it, what do you need, I'm here. And she is just absolutely lovely. I'm so thankful that she's part of this team. From all the growth that she made last year, I can't wait to see all the growth that she makes before next season. Tonight, Lorena is getting her second year varsity award, her her bar, and her scrapbook pages. That's what I would do. And if you need me to say it, I will. Aubrey. My favorite thing about Aubrey this season is that she had less injuries. I wouldn't say she had no injuries, but she definitely had less, which is awesome. We're going to keep on that path, okay? Aubrey is a mature, confident performer and young lady. She has improved her hand full. She has a consistent beam routine. And much like I was talking about Jordan, Aubrey is such a performer. The pictures Megan took of her, I kept going through them and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't pick 2 to put in this scrapbook because there's 700 that are amazing. Aubrey is always looking forward. She's thinking about what's next. She's thinking about what her teammates need, what her team needs, what her coaches need. She genuinely has a heart for others and what's best for our team. And you couldn't ask for a better person on your team, not only as a gymnast, but someone who's there for everybody else. Aubrey is going to stay healthy, and we're going to continue to work on all of our gymnastics and skills over the next 9 months, but we're super excited about everything that she brings to our team. Tonight, Aubrey is getting her second year varsity award, her bar, and her scrapbook pages.
Baby gorgeous.
ever think of you just as Reese the niece. If you don't know, Reese is Heather's niece. She was her flower girl in her wedding, and you should ask to see the picture sometime because it's the cutest thing you've ever seen. If you think she's cute now, which she is, you should see this picture, Heather. Reese is a sophomore at Smoky Hill. Reese is a kind but competitive young lady. She spent part of the season with an elbow injury, and that was unfortunate because it definitely kept her out for a while. But just like McKenna, she worked hard every day and did what she could to help the team and did what she could to get herself better. And she's still working on coming back and doing an awesome job. This season, Reese had her handful on vault. She swings beautiful bars when her elbow's not hurt. She also has a gorgeous beam and floor routine. She's just an overall beautiful competitor. I think I've already said this 17 times, but Reese is constantly thinking of others and the team and what they need and what's best for them. And I absolutely love this sophomore class. And when they become seniors, they are all such incredible leaders and young ladies. I know even next year with the juniors we have, this team is going to be left in good hands. But this group of sophomores is not only huge, but they're pretty amazing. Tonight, Reese is getting her second year varsity award from Smoky Hill, as well as her bar and her scrapper. Come over here. All right. All right. Lily is a sophomore at Cherokee Trail. And what I wrote down for Lily tonight is that you belong here with us. And I think there were some times when you questioned that or doubted that. And I hope this season that you learned that and you believe that and you are now 100% in on that. No one stuck more vaults this season than Lily. Her handful is absolutely gorgeous. When it came to bars, beam, and floor, Lily was always ready. And there were times when I'm like, hey, you're up, you're in. Sorry you didn't get a warm up, good luck. And she always jumped in there and was ready to go. I think besides being injured, one of the hardest positions to be on the team is to be the alternate, because you do the work that everybody else does, and then you get to sit there and watch everybody else compete. And Lily was our alternate several times this season on beam, and at state she was our alternate on floor. And that's a thankless position, and that's a hard place to be, but she handled that with grace, and she showed up and did all of the work, and we're super proud of her for that. Sometimes I write things and I don't know what they mean. Lily has some big goals, and we're going to set even bigger goals for her and help her continue to work on her confidence. And I am so excited to see her at AG on Mondays and ASC on Wednesdays for the next 9 months consistently every single day. And I'm sorry about your scrapbook that I had to do this, but the best picture I could find of you was this one. So you're just going to have to make do. There's a picture of you.
Very handsome, Lily.
Tonight, Lily is getting her second year varsity award, and apparently Cherokee Trail thinks I don't know how to write my name because they put it on the certificate for me. And she is also getting her state participant award, her bar, her star, and her scrappers. Okay, final sophomore, Stephanie. Telling you, 9 in this sophomore class, it's amazing. If we can finish with 9 in 2 years, it'll be even more amazing. All right, Stephanie is our final sophomore. She goes to school at Grandview. The words that I wrote down to describe Stephanie is fierce competitor. Sometimes Stephanie can be quiet. I know that's hard to believe, but she can. And when it's time for her to compete, she is focused and she is ready to go. This season on beams, Stephanie got her full dismount and was very consistent. On floor, she got her front full, her back 1.5, and her strug. That's a lot of skills in one season. Stephanie made it to finals this season, and as Heather alluded to, there were some slippery moments, but I will tell you, that was a great experience for her, to be able to go and participate in finals. Now she knows what it's all about. Now she knows how to approach and attack that, and she is going to be so ready for finals next year. But we're not focusing on finals or the things that happened there. As we talked about in practice the other day, we are focusing on the season and all the successes that you had. Next season, we would like to see you go from 2 to 4 events. That's bars and vault. We'd like to bring those in. Okay? Tonight, Stephanie is getting her second year varsity award from Grandview. She is being recognized as first team all-league on floor. She will get her state participant certificate. Stephanie was also named all-state honorable mention in the whole state, which is an awesome honor. She will get her bar, her star, and her scrapbook.